Michael Scofield. He has an IQ through the roof. In his tattoos, he hides an entire prison map. Using these tattoos, he escapes Fox River Penitentiary. But what Michael didn't expect is that there's someone else just as smart as him. This man is Mahone, an elite FBI agent. He spots the tattoos on Michael's body and realizes they hold the key to catching him. He pins all of Michael's tattoos and related clues on the wall. He studies them day and night. After tons of complex reasoning, he finally figures out the order of the tattoos and what each one means. Every piece matches up with Michael's escape and flight plan. The most important part is the rose tattoo.
What is that? Christ and flower?
Rose.
And these numbers, 617.
Could be biblical, chapter 6, verse 17.
617, 617, June 17th. Oh, what's today?
15th.
So whatever his last step is.
It's gonna happen in 2 days.
Now the key is to understand the meaning behind the holy figure in the rose. Mahone gathers his team. They're shocked to discover the holy figure and tattoo together spell out Michael's mother's name. But Michael's file shows his mother died years ago in Panama. Could Panama be Michael's escape destination? While they're still puzzling over this, Michael and his brother Lincoln are already at the shores of Panama. The tattoo's meaning is the yacht that honors their mother. The number 617 underneath is the code to open the door. Before Michael even went to prison, he had already docked the boat here. With this boat, they can go wherever they want. Just then, Michael gets a message from Sucre, saying T-Bag has also made it to Panama. Michael feels guilty that his escape with T-Bag led to so many innocent deaths. He's always carried that burden. So before running away, Michael decides to capture T-Bag and send him to the local police. But what Michael doesn't know is that these messages were actually sent by Mahone. He's doing this to lure Michael and the others out, then take them all down at once. People acting strange in the crowd. To confirm their identities, he comes up with a plan. Turns out, they're FBI agents staking out the area. To catch T-Bag, Michael needs a new strategy, but then he runs into Sucre and Bellic.
Michael, what's wrong?
Que paso, Scofield?
They're also after T-Bag for the $5 million bounty. The three decide to team up to catch him. After testing the waters, Michael realizes T-Bag might be working with the FBI, trying to lure him out, but Michael has a plan. He tells Bellic to pull the fire alarm, forcing everyone to evacuate the hotel. T-Bag, carrying the $5 million, comes out. The FBI agents tail him. Michael's team follows close behind. Soon, T-Bag enters an attic. The FBI agents guard the door. Bellic distracts them by pretending to ask for directions. Sucre pulls out a weapon, forces them to stand down. Bellic takes their weapons and ties them to a railing. Michael's team enters the attic. They find T-Bag. Surprisingly, T-Bag surrenders and drops his weapon. But when Michael lets his guard down, T-Bag slips out through a back door. Hearing sirens approach, Sucre tries to open the door. The handle is gone. Bellic picks up T-Bag's pew-pew, realizes it's unloaded. They've been tricked. The three break down the door. As soon as they stepped out, Bellic twisted his ankle. He tells Michael and Sucre to go after T-Bag. Meanwhile, T-Bag gets hit by a car. Michael and Sucre catch him, but Bellic is arrested by Panamanian police. Elsewhere, Michael recovers the $5 million. He tells Sucre to steal a car, planning to turn T-Bag in and escape. What Michael doesn't know, at a remote dock, the mysterious company boss speaks for the first time.
How much do you know about Sona?
Turns out, the boss wants Michael alive, to send him to Sona prison in Panama, because something bigger is waiting for him there. $5 million and heads to the river, planning to escape with his brother Lincoln. But when Michael gets on the boat, he realizes Lincoln isn't there. Then he gets a call from Lincoln, but it's not Lincoln on the other end. It's Mahone's voice. Turns out, Mahone caught Lincoln. He wants Michael to trade the $5 million and the escape boat for Lincoln's life, because Mahone's now a wanted man too. He wants to use Michael's escape plan for his own family. Michael has no choice, but he's not going down without a fight. He leaves Mahone a surprise on the boat. Then he arranges another boat with the local gang. Next, Michael goes to the meetup point, hands Mahone the keys. Mahone, thrilled, doesn't notice Lincoln quietly loosening the water pipe. As soon as the guards rush in, Lincoln breaks free, grabs Michael and they make their escape. With the $5 million, they're out of there. Not long after, Mahone escapes too. He didn't get the money, but the escape boat's good enough for him. What he doesn't expect is that the police get an anonymous tip. They search his boat, find 2 huge bags of contraband. That was Michael's gift to him. In Panama, that's a major crime. Mahone gets arrested, sent to prison. Meanwhile, Michael and Lincoln, with the $5 million, are led by a local guy to their new boat. But inside the boat is someone Michael never expected, Sarah. Turns out, Sarah was arrested and quickly taken to court. She was sentenced to 9 years in prison. Just when Sarah was losing hope, Kellerman shows up to testify. He spills everything about President Caroline framing Lincoln. The courtroom is in shock. Sarah is set free. Lincoln and Michael are exonerated, which means they no longer need to keep running. Hearing this news, Michael feels uneasy. But before they can celebrate, Jim shows up again. His mission now is to capture Michael, then send him to Sona prison. Lincoln thinks Jim wants money, quickly throws the $5 million at him, but Jim kicks it into the sea. At the critical moment, Jim falls to the ground. Sarah fired the pew-pew in desperation. When the cops arrive, the 3 scatter to escape. Lincoln quickly evades the cops, but Michael and Sarah can't run fast enough. They end up trapped in a small cabin. Seeing more cops outside, Michael knows they're trapped. He calms Sarah down, tells her to hand him the pew-pew. Then he pretends they should surrender together. But as soon as he reaches the door, Michael locks Sarah in place. He plans to take the fall for her. No matter what Sarah says, the local police don't understand her. In the end, Michael ends up back in prison, with T-Bag and Mahone, at Sona prison again.